Today I want to check out another app called Bogo, which is a short app that is designed to introduce new players to VR. Essentially, you are introduced to this strange looking alien-like pet that you can take care of, and through different prompts you interact with this animal, and it kind of gets you used to actually interacting with things in VR. I have already tried it. I actually did try to make a video where I was trying it for the first time. Unfortunately, the recording didn't work. Somewhere along the line, it either got corrupted or it just stopped recording, because it only shows about 5 minutes of the recording and it's all dark. So I'm trying again. That recording would have lasted about 40 minutes because I was so engaged that I kind of lost track of things, which is probably why I also lost track of the fact that it wasn't recording. Because right now it's recording within the headset, and I know that because you can't really see it, but right there where I'm pointing is this little red X that's telling me that it's recording. So hopefully, since I've already experienced this, I won't get so caught up in it. I won't lose track of time, and we can try to make it quick. It is an adorable game, if you want to call it a game. And I did find myself wishing that it was in fact a game that you could actually return to and have more things to do. Unfortunately, it's not. It's really just designed to introduce you to VR in a sense, so that you can actually learn how to interact. Now, it does have two types of modes, I guess you could say: stationary and room scale. Now, the first time I tried it, I did room scale. That's probably why I was so engaged, because it forces you to actually move around. There are no teleportation points. You just gotta walk to wherever you're gonna walk to. And it does set it up so that it's within your play space. So if you have a certain size play space, I think it's required to have a certain size play space, it'll center the actual playing space within that space. That way you don't risk having to reach over to get something and hit a wall. So it does that quite nicely, I think. But they also have it set up for stationary mode. I found that out the second time I jumped in. And at that point, you can in fact teleport to different points within this little pre-designed square. But let me show you what I mean by all that. Okay, so now we're inside the environment, and this is the square that I was talking about, and it's almost perfectly aligned with my room. So just beyond that little line of the square is my wall, and this is Bogo, by the way. This is the adorable little alien thing that is just absolutely desperate for attention. I'll be with you in a moment. This is the other reason why the first time playing this, I just lost track of time, because it really is adorable, and you kind of catch yourself interacting with this thing that isn't real. So I'm gonna look away from you for just a second. Just relax. Notice it. That's amazing. Okay, let's try to ignore that for now. So everything takes place within this square, and there are different things you're gonna do to interact with this creature. And as you complete these little tasks, more of this opens up. But right now it's just gloomy and dark and kind of sad looking. But what you'll notice is there is an environment beyond. It's just not something you can actually interact with, which is a shame. But at some point I found myself like once I was done doing everything that can be done in this little thing, I found myself looking beyond and just really wishing I could actually go to those areas. And when I actually did try to move past this play space, it actually started getting very cloudy and misty and foggy, so that what you were looking at kind of gets obscured as if it's about to just disappear. So I guess they really didn't want you to look into that area or those areas, which is a shame. This could easily be a full game as far as I'm concerned, where you constantly do things and unlock new areas as you interact with your new pet. Unfortunately, they just never did that, it seems. But all right, let's actually get to the app here and do what we're supposed to do. So as soon as you start touching them, your controller vibrates. It never actually feels like you're touching them. It just, you're still holding the controller, and you never escape that. But you kind of ignore it after a while, especially when you see that I don't know what it is, actually enjoys what you're doing. Alright, did I finish? He's hungry now. So by interacting with him, doing what he wanted, something grew over here. Now, I do have... Okay. Oh, it still shows it. Okay, so right here in my actual play space, that's kind of lining up with that wall. With that line is my wall. But I also have a sofa here which you can't see, so I have to be a little careful. So you can grab the fruit using the grip button. And now he eats it. And now, whoa, Jesus. He didn't do that last time, or it didn't do that last time. Okay, relax. Okay. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is adorable. Kind of weird the way he's laying down, but you know, it's supposed to be like a dog or whatever, like an alien type of dog. There we go. Okay, enough. Yeah, good. So now you can see everything has been lit up, illuminated. It's nice and sunny. It's nice and beautiful. He's happy. And then you can see, like, this could have been something more. I mean, what's over those mountains or those rocks? What's in that forest over there? What's in that or beyond this? Unfortunately, it's not built into like a story mode for that. So, but you can still interact with... What's the matter? What's going on? Oh. It is cute. So now this has been unlocked, and you can do some stuff here. You can... Oh. Okay. We have an issue. So, my boundary shifted. At first I thought it was just not lining up on that side, but it's actually shifted. So my boundary should be another foot beyond this part here. And yet, there's my wall. Now can I recenter? Will it let me? It will not. Okay, what if I turn around? Can I still? Nope. See, now this is a problem. You need to like back up a little bit. I can't reach this right now because my wall is here. So what can I do here? Yeah, I can't reach it. It won't let me. So I can't interact with this unless I change my boundary. So here's what I'm gonna do. This will be a learning experience for me. I'm gonna stop recording so that I can exit the app, fix it, come back in, and then see if I can make all that work for the video. So you just stay right there. Okay, so now we're back to the point where we left off. I redrew my boundaries. Now I can actually reach out almost all the way to the back here. And let's see how far I can go here. Yeah, just about the boundary. So now it's working okay. I have noticed that occurs sometimes when I create a boundary. If I start moving around in it, turn off the headset, turn it back on, come back in, it sometimes shifts, and that can be a problem because I don't want to walk into a wall. And if I look down and see where my boundary is and I assume it's correct, I might keep walking and then end up hitting a wall prematurely. So not sure how to fix that, but right now it's working. So he, she, it, whatever it is, it's still adorable, is dirty, filthy even, needs to be cleaned. So we activate this, and sure enough we get a brush, and he's absolutely enthralled by this. Again, as you interact with things, as you come in contact with things, the controller vibrates to kind of give you that feedback. But as I'm holding this, it stops vibrating, and it's meant to kind of simulate like, okay, I'm holding it, but I'm actually holding the controller. And if you get engaged enough with the activity you're doing, you can forget that you are just holding controllers. Okay, woo. Don't know if that comes up on video, but the environment is shifting kind of every time I move around a little bit. I think it has to do with the fact that I'm also recording. So now, look at that smile. Oh, loves it. See, I would absolutely, without a doubt, pay for a game like this if it was a full-fledged game. Meaning, you know, you would go on adventures with this thing. Look at those eyes. Alright. Oh, you're excited, aren't you? Yeah? Yeah? Go get it. Okay, I still need practice with that. So then you also have this over here where you can combine ingredients and create like custom-made treats for this creature. And when you do make certain treats and it eats it, it actually causes it to change color. Now, that could easily be a mechanic where you can, you know, essentially evolve it like a Pokemon, I guess, where, you know, you give it different things. You give it different things and it causes it to change in different ways. Not just color, maybe it'll grow wings or horns, maybe it'll get bigger, smaller, whatever. And that's something I would love to see. Okay, no more. Relax. So let's combine, for now, you have to combine 3. Doesn't necessarily have to be the same thing. See, he knows. And then it creates this. You like that? There you go. So now that I've completed that, something else is going to happen. And he changes color. You like that, huh? Now, is he going to make things happen? Yes, he's going to make things happen. So there's that. Now that's happening. And then there's that. So as you progress through and interact and complete these tasks, more stuff gets opened up. Now, just imagine if they design a full game where once you get past this area, you need to relax. Once you get past this area, you move on to like another area. Maybe there'll be a door that brings you to a whole new area, and you do more stuff with them. Maybe interact with other creatures. All right. Before we do that, let's play around with. Oh, you can also eat the fruit. You just bring it to your face and you can eat some. You want the rest of it? So let's see what happens if we do all red. Okay. Now let's see what that does. Okay, so it makes him turn reddish. Yeah, he wants to play that game. Relax, hold on. See what happens if I do. I'm gonna assume if I do all green, it's gonna turn him green. Okay, so that creates a donut. Don't ask me why. Yeah, green. Nice. That's a nice color, actually. It does make you look more like a frog. Let's do this last one. I'm guessing it's gonna make him like a yellowish. Yeah, there you go. Kind of like the green better. Now let's see what happens when we do that. One of each. It still makes a donut. It's strange. Eat it. Do the eyes change color too? I didn't notice. Maybe change a slightly different color. Strange. Let's see what happens when we do this real quick. Oh, that looks tasty. So eat it. Okay. The eyes do change color as well. I like that color. Yeah, I do. We're gonna keep that color for now. So again, I'm still just walking around in my empty space. I'm not using the controllers to move at all. And I am getting more confident with it. I do gotta be a little careful because I think over there is where my sofas are. Oh, and again, it shifted. I don't know if you caught that on camera or on video, but the floor seems to have raised up a little bit. Okay, so, whoa. I didn't touch anything. I did not touch any of the buttons on the controller, and somehow the whole thing shifted. Okay, I wonder why I did that. See, this is my sofa right here. So maybe that's why. Alright, so little game you can play. Oh, you missed that one. Okay, that one didn't count because it didn't go through the ring. There we go. So these little mini games are just kind of designed to get you to do things in VR without it just being a simple task of do this and do that. You're actually playing a game, which I think is genius. And this is something I do have to practice because throwing in VR is not the same as throwing something in real life. There we go. was you. Oh well. Okay, now what? Something's gonna happen now. I really like that color though. Okay. See, more of the environment is changing, interacting, but you can't actually do anything with the environment that is coming up, which I think is a shame. And now a new game. Okay. Oh wow, he actually went to eat it. Okay. So let's interact with this. Okay, now that brings that out. And it's kind of like a balloon game where you just don't want it to touch the floor. And every time you bounce it, you get a point. Go ahead, he's gonna hit it. No, he's not gonna, yep, see? So that counts as a point. Oops. Yep, gotta be careful. What I just did was hit my ceiling fan. Thankfully it was off. So always be aware of your surroundings when you play, because it's very easy for you to get lost in the moment and forget that what you're actually interacting with is not really there, but there may actually be something in the room that you don't see that you might accidentally hit. Alright, I kind of gave up on this already. 22 points, that's not bad. But again, this would have been, or as far as I'm concerned, could have easily been turned into a full, more fleshed out game where you can do a lot more things. Unfortunately, it's not. See? More things open up. The trees are filling up. Now what? Okay, something new is gonna pop up. Okay. So I can't remember what this is. Oh, now I remember. That was nice. And again, it's something else to introduce the new VR player into what VR is capable of. Oh, you are adorable. Look at that smile. And that's pretty much it for this app. It's just those few things, and it kind of follows you. Now, as I said before, it would have been nice to be able to go that way and kind of explore something, or maybe as we progress, this kind of fixes itself and then it opens up into a new area. But unfortunately, not meant to be. See, those are new creatures. Could easily have introduced new creatures that you interact with. Is that a dragonfly? I have to remember not to move my head so much. So when I was looking over some of the previous videos, and as I pan my head back and forth like this, okay, you'll see some black bars on the side. And yet when I move gradually, slowly, you don't see it. So I do need to practice that, get better at moving, you know, my head more, keeping my head more steady. Because what I should be doing is pretending that I have a camera mounted on my head, which technically I do, and that in order for the image to look good, I have to keep it as stable as possible and move as slowly as possible. Alright. But yeah, so that was Bogo. It's a free app. It's not a new app. It's available for download so that you can kind of just use it to get acclimated in VR before you really get into anything serious. Unfortunately, once you exit by pressing this button here, it doesn't save your progress. So every time you come back in, it's a fresh start, which it makes sense. It's not that type of game, but I wish it was. You're adorable. But alright, so that was Bogo. If you liked this video, found it informative, found it just fun to watch, hit the like button, leave a comment if you want to see more of this stuff. Let me know what you'd like to see, actually. And if you're not subscribed and you would like to be, make sure you subscribe. And with any luck, I will see you in the next one. And until then, take care.